we are going to wake up your wealth. I'm going to take you through a journey through the chakras, through the energy centers in your body, to wake up and bring alive all the energy centers in your body as a powerful activator for wealth creation, to tap in to your ability to consciously, mindfully, and powerfully create your life on purpose, in harmony with your body, and waking up the intelligence of your body and waking up the intelligence of your energy centers. Now, you have shut down, contracted certain parts of yourself to protect yourself at a time when you have not felt safe, and it's completely normal. But we're here with the safety of the space to unravel and open, to tap in to your creative power. So first, with my wonderful drawings, I'm going to show you a little bit how I see this. And this is what I see psychically and energetically when you are in the flow of abundance. So when you are living abundance, truly living abundance, your energy centers are all open and flowing, and there's a beautiful intelligence that works with you, through you, and for you. And it's waking up this intelligence that lives within you and to continue working with it. This is a practice, right? We're not trying to be perfect. You are absolutely going to contract and get tense. And the invitation day after day with your daily money manifestation mastery practice is to keep opening, essentially to keep opening to life. When we don't feel safe in life, we keep opening to life, opening to life, and opening to life. So with my wonderful stick person, I'm going to show you as best as I can. Here we go. So you have energy centers all through your body. We have the crown chakra up here, that's up on the top of your head. We have the brow here at the back of your head. We have your throat chakra. In the back of your throat, we have the heart center. Front and the back, we have your solar plexus. We have your sacral chakra, and then we have your root chakra. These are the main energy centers, the main energy points. And a lot of you, because you've done so much frigging work on yourself, are very open in a lot of centers. Some of you are very, very open in the crown, or very open in your brow, even perhaps open in your throat, open in your heart. As we move down through the body, we're starting to learn how to embody your wealth. And we start to experience a little rumble in the underground when we start going, particularly in the solar plexus, your power center, your sacral chakra, your creative center, and the root chakra, which is really the space where we start to bridge the gap between your inner world and your outer world, where this is all about your physical reality manifest, and there's often a lot of trauma there around safety and security. There's often a lot of shutdown around the sacral chakras, which is your creative energy, and it's part of your sexual energy, your life force energy. There's been a lot of hurt and harm that's been done there as well, and also around your power center. This is often where we carry a huge amount of anxiety and overwhelm. So there's a lot of crisscrossed wires and a lot of confusion and chaos that is created, particularly in the lower centers. So a lot of people that come into my network have done a lot of work on themselves. We've opened up the heart, right? We've opened up, hopefully finding our voice and opening up the throat center, maybe opening the brow for all the meditation work you've done, and maybe quite open up here, connecting to source, universe. But often, particularly when we're working with the money, this is where we start working, particularly in the lower centers around the sacral chakra and the base chakra. So this is why I'm always calling you to breathe back into the belly, breathe into your pelvic floor, breathe right down into the lower centers, because this is what we need to open to tap into your incredible creative power. Now, what starts to happen and what I start to see is when you are fully open, when all of your centers are open and flowing, this is when we're really tapped in to your full creative power. You're fully connected and open through all of your centers. And this inner intelligence starts to communicate through your body, through those lower centers out into life, right? And we start dancing with life. And as you're open, your body's open, you start to be able to receive from life. And there's this flow like this. This beautiful, beautiful flow that starts to happen. And this is called the toroidal field. And there's also one that moves around the heart center as well. And I feel them around the solar plexus as well, and all the energy centers. It's a beautiful dance. I'm not good enough at art to show you all of that. But essentially, when we're in our full abundance, this is all flowing. All of our centers are open, and we are dancing with life. We are co-creating with life. This is obviously a very advanced state of being that you will go in and out of. But ultimately, when we're tapped into this is when we're in our full creative power, which is extraordinary. And it's like you become the tree, right? The roots are going down into the earth. The branches are going up into life. We are fully receptive and receiving, right? We're rooting down deeply, and we're in full communication. This body of yours is in full communication with the earth's body, with source, with all of life. And we are dancing in co-creation. It's stunning. It's beautiful. And the deepest depths of this body of work is to bring you home to this. Now, there's all of these ways that we've been severed and shut down and created a disconnect, right? And which creates a lot of stress. It creates a lot of problems. It affects how we think, how we feel. But essentially, we shut down because you don't feel safe. So you've learned to build protection, self-protection that was needed, absolutely was needed at a time. But when you're looking to rise into your wealthy future and to consciously create your life on purpose, your life in alignment with your heart, your life in alignment with your body, your life in alignment with what you want and desire, right? We start to come up against these patterns of protection. And then there's a huge conflict because it's like, I need this to feel safe. But that pattern of protection creates a shutdown and a lockdown in these different energy centers, depending where your protection patterns live. Usually that's not just one. And you then start to hide and shut down your creative power. So we're in a conflict. It's like, if I open to life, I'm not safe. Like, I risk being hurt, harmed, whatever. But if I stay shut down and locked down, I'm kind of suffocated. I'm trapped. I'm frustrated. I'm unable to create. So it's a huge conflict that we go into. Part of this work about stepping into money manifestation mastery is essentially, I am safe to be all of me, and I'm safe to be fully in life. And I do not need to protect myself from anything. I can stay open and receptive, dancing in and out of life, right? And we're starting to alchemize. We're starting to receive life, right? And what I see is when we're working with money, we're choosing to take money. It might have come from a kind of a wounded way of working with wealth. And we're taking it through your body, through your energy system, and we are cleansing it. We are alchemizing it. We are transforming it through your beautiful body, and we're turning it into something that is stunning, that is life-giving rather than life-taking. And we are rewriting the rules. We're rewriting your money story through your body, through the intelligence of your body, and transforming it. And then how we work with that money starts to flow through life differently. And then we are in this co-creation of starting to build a new way, starting with you, starting with your life, your body, your business, your bank account. And from there, of course, there's ripples of change and ripples of transformation that happens from this point. So this is a very advanced state of being. It's beautiful. It's when everything feels amazing, when you're in flow and it's all gorgeous. But it's a practice, right? You are going to kind of shut down when you get triggered, when you get scared. There's going to be, right? You're going to go into those self-protected patterns. But the work is to invite yourself to keep relaxing back into life again, to keep being willing to be visible, to show up, to use your voice, to be seen, to take action, to build, to create. And so this is one step at a time, right? We go out and we go in, we go out, we go in. And we're starting to slowly build the safety. So essentially, I am safe to receive all of life. And in the receiving of life, we alchemize and we shift and change and transform. And this takes us on a very profound journey of healing and transformation. So I just wanted to show you, to give you a little visual. This is obviously the toroidal field is going all around you, behind and around, and this beautiful, beautiful flow. And we want to keep calling you home to this again and again. And this is where you really step into the attractor factor, and you're quite magnetic. And there's something like, wow, what is it about that person? They're just kind of shiny, bright, magnetic. It's really about coming fully alive into your full creative power. You're fully in life, right? Fully rooted into the earth, fully connected to the universe, and fully embodied. So, right, we are not going to go into trying to be perfect. We are just going to work with this one step at a time. So what I would like to do now is take you into a guided activation, a guided meditation to wake up the wealth through your chakras. Wake up your wealth through your body. And this is going to be here for you to go back to again and again, to remember who you are, to come back home and to call yourself back into life, back into connection with yourself, back into your creative flow over and over again, right? You're going to fall off the wagon. You're going to fall off the horse. You're going to fall out of flow. You're going to go into old patterns of protection. That's completely normal. And we are rewriting your story. We are rewriting your money story, right? Knowing that working very consciously with money is going to be rewriting all areas of your life, because as we work on your relationship with money, we transform all areas of your life. So I would like you to get nice and cozy, nice and comfortable. I recommend sitting up for this so we can keep you in really beautiful posture, but you can also listen to your body and do what you need to do. Maybe today you need to lie down, right? Maybe you're tired and need to rest and lie down. That's absolutely okay. Maybe you need to move your body. It's absolutely fine. Listen to you. But I recommend sitting up with nice, good, relaxed posture. So, welcoming all of you here. We are now going to wake up your wealth, a journey through the chakras, aligning every energy center in your body with your wealth frequency, and allowing the intelligence or the consciousness of the money that you're calling in to help to bring you back into life, to wake up the creative power that lies within you. Your brain is probably not going to understand what this is. So we're going to go on a journey to embody it, to experience, to feel it, to understand how this works. Now, in your own time, you can choose to go from the crown chakra down to the base chakra, or for the base chakra up to the crown chakra. And in fact, you can also do both. So you can decide if you want to kind of connect from kind of universal energy down to the body, or to connect to earth energy and rise it up into your body. The truth is it flows both ways, right? It flows from the universe down into the body and from the ground back up into the body. So they're both flowing at the same time. And how we focus is up to you, where you want to start. Today, we're going to start from the crown up and probably go from the ground up to your body. But in your own time, when you're playing with this and working with this practice, just listen to where you want to start and where you want to begin. It's absolutely fine either way. So please close your eyes. Make sure you have pen and paper with you to journal, to write down any awarenesses that come through, any insights. You're going to go and experience what perhaps you're holding in certain parts of your body, and also what it feels like when you have released and you're allowing life to flow through this energy center. What the opposite of the wounded version of you is into the wealthy version, right? So we're going from wounded into wealthy. And to understand, right, how does that energy center work when it's flowing with wealth, when it's flowing with life, when it's open and receptive? And this is what we want to start training you into and teaching your body, that essentially it's safe to be me. It's safe to be in my full wealth. It's safe to be in my full power. It's safe to be fully here in all that I am. This is what we want to teach your body, teach your minds, and keep coming home to day after day. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful beings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'd like you to start by breathing. Let's take the breath into the body. We start with slow, deep inhalations and exhalations. Inhalations and exhalations. We start deepening the breath, slowing down the breath, slowing down the inhale and the exhale. And we want to start to step into relaxing. That's step one to money manifestation mastery, is to relax. And step two is to release. Step three is to receive, right? We're starting to get into flow. And we start simply with the breath. Welcoming all of you here. Welcoming all of you here in radical acceptance, radical receiving of yourself exactly as you are right here, right now. Breathing your presence into this moment. Your presence is your power. And your presence is where everything happens. This present moment is where the magic happens, where we alchemize, where we transform, and where we call in. So I would like you to welcome in, to call in the amount of money that you're being guided to create, that you're guided to work with, that you're choosing to create, that you're wanting to experience. And we're going to call this money in as its own consciousness. I see this money as its own consciousness, as its own intelligence. And we are seeing or imagining, drawing that money towards you from all of life. So all the money that's circulating around the planet, all that energy that's here, all the wealth and all the abundance that is here, we are starting to call it home. Call it home into your body simply because you choose it. Simply because you've decided. And you are learning how to dance with money, to co-create with money. You are starting to transform your relationship with money, your experience of money through the energy centers, through the chakras today. So we are calling that amount of money in from all of life, all around you, all the money that's here circulating. You're simply choosing to call it home. It's as simple as that. 100% commitment to the choice of welcoming it in and learning and figuring out how to welcome it in. So we start with your crown. We start with that energy center that's the top of your head. And we're going to ask this energy center to align to this wealth consciousness. Your body knows how to do this. Your mind may not understand what I'm saying. But I'd like you just to breathe. So what does it feel like? What is it like when your crown, this energy center, is aligned with wealth? This is your connection with life, your connection with source, your connection with the universe, divinity, God. We're inviting this energy center to align. Energy, anything that's stopping or blocking this connection, we release and let it go. And we invite this energy center to align and just breathe, and just breathe, and just breathe. And we're going to start taking this down into the head, into the mind, and start to breathe this wealth consciousness, this wealth frequency to align to your brow chakra, around your forehead, the back of your head. We're going to invite this energy center to align to this wealth consciousness. And this is going to inform your thinking, it's going to inform your perception. So we're aligning your thoughts, your thinking, the brain, the mind, the brow, this wealth consciousness. And we ask and we intend that anything that's stopping or blocking you from fully aligning to this wealth consciousness now, we release and let it go. And we invite this part of your body to rewire to receive and align to wealth. Breathing in, breathing in, breathing in is relaxing the mind, opening to receive, and allowing your body to rewire. Continuing to deepen the breath, slow, deep inhalations and exhalations. We're breathing that money into your body. We're taking it down, 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 now into the throat chakra, around the neck and your voice. And we're asking that your throat, your voice aligns to wealth. So the words that you speak are aligned to wealth. Breathing in, breathing in. And we ask that anything that's stopping or blocking this part of your body, allowing to wealth, we release and let it go. We're waking up your wealth through your voice, through how you speak. And as this beautiful alchemy happens, you're going to breathe down into your heart center. So these energies are continuing to work with you. We're going to breathe it down to the heart center, the chest, the shoulder blades, the breasts. We're asking that your heart center aligns to wealth, that this wealth frequency, this wealth consciousness aligns with your body now. Breathing in. And once again, anything that's stopping or blocking you from fully aligning to wealth, your heart center, we release and let it go. And we hold space and allow this alchemy to happen, this rewiring to happen, this realignment to happen. Your heart and money align. Just continue to breathe. And allow this wealth consciousness to transform you. We breathe down into the solar plexus, the stomach area, around the kidneys. Breathing the breath down into the solar plexus, your power center. And this is a particularly powerful center on money, because we're aligning money with your power. I like to call heart aligned power, earth aligned power. We're waking up your power in alignment with this wealth consciousness. Just breathing slow, deep inhalations and exhalations into your solar plexus. What does that feel like for your power to be aligned with wealth? Your power center to be aligned with wealth. What does that feel like? What is the embodiment of that? You're rewriting your money story through your energy centers. We are releasing and letting go of everything and anything that is no longer aligned with that. Keep breathing in. We're starting to go deeper into the body, where we can find deeper depths, sometimes of shadow and misaligned energies in your body. Right? We're breathing them through, breathing them through, breathing them through. Staying present. Creating a safe space to give permission to your body to let go. So what does that feel like when you're aligned with your true power? And your wealth and your power are aligned. What is that? As that continues to move and wake up, we're going to continue breathing down into the body. We're going to breathe down into the sacral chakra. Each center is rich and deep. You can take as much time as you need to breathe into these different parts of your body. We're breathing deep into the sacral chakra, into the pelvic area. What I like to call the wealth cave within. We're realigning this part of you with wealth. You're starting to become this amount of money now, deep in this lower part of your body, waking up your creative power. And breathe down into the hips. We're aligning this part of you with wealth. Body aligned wealth, earth aligned wealth, heart aligned wealth. Wealth that's life-giving, that supports you and honors you, and gives to you, which also gives to all of life. Waking it up. We're building this beautiful, beautiful energy within. Remembering, remembering, remembering. So we're drawing this money down through your body. And when we're down in the sacral chakra, I like to imagine or sometimes get the image of being pregnant with money. Right? You're growing money. Allowing it to grow. You're creating it. Right down the belly. Starting to become it, embody it. Beautiful. And as that continues to do its magic, we're going to breathe down into the base chakra, on the perineum, genitals. Breathing down into the hips, into the pelvic floor. And we're starting to align your base chakra, your root chakra, with wealth. Bridging the gap between your inner world and your outer world. Trying to root down through your body, root down into life, rooting down into your bank account, rooting down into your business. We're flooding this energy within and starting to share it without. We need to feel safe to open. You're going to breathe into these lower centers. Breathing into that base chakra, calling that wealth frequency. What does it feel like when you're fully embodying your wealth frequency? When the wealth is here, when the money is here, what does that feel like right in your lower center? And this is where we start to bridge the gap. We start to manifest in physical reality. Keep relaxing and taking the breath in and just breathing with all that's here. And there can be a lot to sift through and navigate, particularly when you're meeting these lower centers, by all the historical wounds and hurt and harm. We're moving through a breathing life into the past and present to start building and creating your wealthy future. So let's ask your body to show you, what does it feel like when you're fully aligned with wealth, when you're fully embodying wealth, when you're fully experiencing this wealth in your physical reality. We start to become it now, and welcome it now, and relax, relax, relax. We flood this part of you with your presence, your love. Breathing in. We're breathing light into the darkness. We're growing roots into the earth. We're allowing roots to move through you, down through your legs, through your feet. Roots going from the base of your feet, those energy centers at the base of your feet, down into the earth, starting to become that wealth tree. Breathing into the depth. And life grows when we're relaxed. The seed grows just by being planted. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You are safe to be great, powerful, wealthy you. What does it feel like when you're fully embodying, experiencing this wealth, this money in your physical reality? Feel that in your lower center now. And to inviting every cell in your body now to become the vibrational frequency of this amount of money. You're becoming money now. You are it. You're embodying it. All of your energy centers are flowing with wealth as well. And we are releasing, transforming, alchemizing the old wounded ways and letting them go. Stepping into and claiming and becoming who you are, what you want, merging with all of life. We're waking up that toroidal field, that energy flow. When you're aligned with abundance, when you're fully alive, dancing with all of life, allowing money simply to dance with you, flow with you, co-create with you, love you, support you, play with you, protect you, look after you. Waking up the joy of being alive, waking up the power of being alive. And continue to breathe slow, deep inhalations and exhalations. Breathing that life into your body, breathing in, welcoming that wealth in, fully aligning now. And I'd like you just to see if you can feel, tap into who you are when all of your energy centers are open and flowing with wealth. You are it, and it is you, and you are one. No more separation. And so you tap into how do you perceive, what are the thoughts, what are the beliefs, those higher centers? How do you think? How do you speak? How do you feel? How do you be? How do you create? How do you look after and nurture? How do you play? How do you take care of yourself when you're fully aligned with your wealth frequency? We're tapping into your full creative power. And so let's listen to the intelligence of this wealth frequency. Let it work with you, through you, for you, guiding you, calling you home. Feeling what it feels like to be fully alive here in this body at this time. Welcoming you home. And as you're tapped into this great intelligence, you can ask questions, tune in for guidance, ask for aligned action. There's a certain area that you want support with, want clarity on. You can simply enjoy the opening in your beautiful body. And allow that energy essence that lives within you to flood through your body, out through your perineum, down into the earth, to continue to root that incredible energy, creative power down and through into life. Bridging your inner world with your outer world, rooting down. Sharing your energy, sharing your essence with life. Opening it to receive, breathing that in through the crown. And flooded with life force energy, creative energy, inspiration. Allowing this beautiful dance happen. Universal energy, consciousness, intelligence of your body, and the intelligence of the earth. So in your own time, when you're ready, you can begin to come around. I'd like you to take a moment to deeply honor this beautiful body of yours and the immense wisdom and intelligence and creative power that lies within you. And taking any notes, writing down any insights, awarenesses, aha moments, clarity that's come through from today's session, listening to what you need, and giving yourself all the time you need to come around.